Hey everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Still sound to I Spy with My Shamanic Eye. Gabrielle here. You're a funny guy. There is the return of that nervous energy in the collective. Hey guys, if you don't mind, hit the like button, subscribe, notifications. Holy spirits, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, Father. Everyone's thank you, thank you, thank you. Angels and ancestors that serve the highest and greatest good only. Let's neutralize that anxious energy that we're picking up on. Collective, I feel like those of you who aren't carrying that nervous energy, there is someone who attempted to sacrifice you and you triumphed over this person. You still ascended into the light. I feel like your energy, your aura is very pronounced. It shows. And this person is somewhere suffering in silence at a great distance from you. Oh, yeah. Conflict and defeat. I feel like people are often cautioned to choose wisely, to take time to meditate, to reflect before you make an emotional choice. The man's at the edge of a dock, or the person is, regardless, and there are many options, many things pointing in many directions. A bird's eye view was required, but yeah, someone made a primal choice, sacral energy, instead of a heart-centric choice. And now they're in this energy of conflict and defeat, although they may be trying to hide it with deception and envy. This is more than one person, because again, I feel like the withdrawal of the energy is yours, with the emotional withdrawal. Rest and rejuvenate, again going back to that energy of your aura, because you're looking at this material harvest and you're standing in this power and authority firmly. And again, the energy of emotional loss, because these people went through some sort of financial and material changes when this spiritual union came to some sort of dissolution with memories of love here. There was someone in the energy of hope, several someones. It keeps bringing me back to Aquarian energy, star, blah, 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 blah. Right, of times where you all rejoiced and celebrated, but somewhere in the shadows, this person lurks and has always lurked, trying to dominate you. There's some sort of energetic tug of war happening within them. And all you did was truly stand your ground in your light, in your glory, in your divinity, and you've moved forward. Again, spiritual unions are not lasting unions all the time. You come into someone's life for a purpose, blah, 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 and there we are. Now someone is in mental conflict because they chose wrongly. They aligned themselves with the wrong people. And now they're suffering in silence while you're in a very abundant timeline with fertility and destiny here, while they're experiencing lots of obstacles and challenges because they tried to sever you from your path, and that's just not your destiny. That's not your fortune. There's new beginnings here. So again, like I said, you're on this very abundant timeline. you have truly won using nothing more than your connection to source. And that's no small thing. Triumphant success, light, and crown chakra, right? And you did it on your lonesome with solitude. Interesting. All right. That's the dynamic between the collective and this nervous energy we were picking up on. They are suffering in silence, but it's their own making. So I don't feel like sympathy or empathy is required here. Because again, this is someone who tried to trick you, someone who tried to dominate you in a very deceptive way. They came to you in a wooing energy with harmony in a number 6, but the whole time deception and envy. And it's because you are in this beautiful 9 of Pentacles material harvest, regardless of gender. This person was trying to bypass your intuition, and that's your connection to the divine. Look, sacred, passion ignited, and the truth, right? They truly tried to sacrifice you. And they took their time collaborating. There were many warnings with these double sevens showing up. Anyway, your foundation is firmly rooted in universal truth. Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah. They really misunderstood the purpose of the union, no matter how temporary or how long lasting. They truly did. You were there to stir this person into a spiritual awakening, and that did happen, but they made a different choice. They made some choose light, some choose dark, some try to ride the middle, but there's no room for lukewarm. Yeah, it is what it is. You stood 10 toes down in your partnerships, in your alliance with the divine. You've never been let down. Look, waiting game, base chakra, prosperity again begins. Look at this. Awareness, and there's balance. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Look at this. See? And now again, this person is going through it by themselves. Like they're having some crazy tower moments. And it's funny because they knew this day would come with destiny intuition. Wow. They were been told to move on, to move around. But people make choices. You just lost one. What did you really gain from? Shadow. See? They're so funny. I'm getting a reference from Spaceballs. Use the swords. Ha ha ha! Ooh, I think they did. Look, but they used the... Look at that. Transformation, death, energy, obstacles, and challenges. Woo! Look. Movement, choices, decisions, patience, and spiritual strength. Yeah. See, here's the thing about patience is what I just picked up, right? If you have been around since, I heard time immortal. Meaning your connection to source, right? Like, stay with me with this. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about that divine spark. Who you think you're gonna outweight, so to speak? You know what I mean? Conflict and defeat, man. Like, see, there's this primordial energy, new beginning, spiritual strength. People get bored. They thought you would look, waiting game yet again. You like, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Like, day one energy. Like, seriously. I got chills, y'all. Ooh. I got chills. They're multiplying. Triumph. Look, fertility, accelerated motion. Look, there's the tempter. It's electrifying. That's the problem. I've said this to folk, and I mean it the most compassionately one can say such a thing. Some people just cannot be trusted with certain spiritual talents because they truly will abuse them. And that's not saying you don't have your own, right? Your own abilities bestowed to you. But everything is like a test. You know what I mean? We earn everything beyond the perception of the human eye, you know? And so, to someone you may perceive to have a lot of abilities, or as someone likes to call it, the Midas hand. There's a hidden hand behind you. Yeah, in a spiritual sense, but that doesn't mean you haven't earned it, no matter what path you've chosen, by the way. I mean, the initiations that God sends us on is very different than those who choose the darker path, if you will. And I'm not talking about the path of the unknown. I'm talking about the path of the materialistic realm, where you are shamed and humiliated and just made to do the most egregious things to have materials that don't even belong to us. We can't take anything with us. It's wild. I'm not talking about whole beings who understand the cosmic order and balance. I'm talking about those who got tripped up and tempted along the way. It's amazing how these cards just look. Authority, sacral, solar plexus. Look, power. Woo! Look, there's crown, light. This is somebody who, chills, truly in alignment. They can handle what they've been given, and they use it justly. When something must be done, it is done. Anyway, I keep the deception and envy. It's the power. It's the power. It's the authority. They don't understand the scales that come with it. There's polarity. Sight. So much sight. Those other, look, their own misunderstanding is their own disruption, their own destruction. You have taken lifetimes to fulfill this spiritual union of self. Again, not new to this, true to this, recognition and reward. We are the youth of a nation. The chills are so real right now. They thought they could somehow halt your power, your ascension. Again, the energy of sacrifice because of deception and envy. Again, day one energy. Okay. So and you get to have new beginnings. All right, let's move on. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What other messages do you have to collect? Let's move that energy out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get out of there. Thank you. The fact that there's so much clarity, confidence, authority has really got people like off their kilter. Truth, clarity, right? Prosperity begins. Oh, like it. These people, unfortunately, it's the same energy. It is what it is. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Not unfortunately, but like if you were hoping for a different message or a different channeling, I can't control that. This is what it is. These people are being forced to move on. Period. In your days of troubled waters and high tides, you're ascending through that. Root chakra, fulfillment of wishes. So they just gonna have to take they envious, jealous selves somewhere else. Accelerated motion, temptation. Right. They about to be led someplace else so you can enjoy your material harvest. And you know what I mean? And that's just what it is, because God said so. Authority, new beginning, third eye. They fell into a trap is what I'm getting with patience and planning, solar plexus, shadow, fertility, hope, triumph, success, and then there's disruption and trapped in fear, solitude. This person could be going into physical restriction, spiritual restriction, or all of the above. But they're being led right where they need to be. It's a cosmic order. Again, authority, and there's the universe. That old cycle, done. New cycle, begun. Oh. Look, stand your ground, and then light. I said what I said. Look. Because you have made the right choices, toeing this line, listening to your inner voice, healing, doing the restorative work within, healing, heart chakra, rest and rejuvenation, through whatever heartache and loss, the original wounding, Three of Swords energy, learning what must be learned, and applying what was learned. Wisdom, and there's power. See what I mean? And there's spiritual success, spiritual strength, and there's positive movement forward. Wow. I know there's been a massive ton of synchronicities for those of you to whom this is resonating with. Like, I don't, like all of them, all the triples, you've been seeing it. Like, you can tell that you're on a path of rapid ascension, that things are moving in a positive direction. Exactly. Transformation, passion ignited, and their loves begins. See? Portal opens, and life is good. Look, harmony, foundation, and achievement. Look at that. You've waited. You've sowed the best seeds. You've allowed for transformative energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh. You've actually gone with the pendulum swings. I like that. That takes courage. That takes strength. All right. All right. Good days. As you ascend, somebody is truly crying. I just saw light in the heartache and loss yet again. I'm telling you. You said, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yo, they're funny. They were like, people need to remember what it was like when there used to be eclipses in ancient times and people would freak out when the sun would go away. That's the energy. Like, that's the type of energy that they tried to extinguish. That's some serious greed right there, boy. Now these folks are experiencing a series of unfortunate events. All right, accelerated motion, spiritual strength, and sacral chakra. Wow. Wow. That is a Kundalini rising, baby. It's a reason why you have been, yes, triumphant success. Triumphant success. Yes, you in spirit, been thugging it out. You've been harnessing your sacral sexual energy. You've been preserving it. This is part of why you are so strong. I'm not even going to say right now, somebody want, no. This is not something that you're going to lose when you come into true union with your spiritual kingdom spouse, like in the 3D. No. Both of you have been on the same journey of celibacy. Been holding on. Yes. Throat chakra, moving on, victory and success. Exactly. Exactly. It was necessary. But you already knew that. Wow. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. It was so worth the sacrifice because it helped you balance your energies. Look. 777. Look. That is some serious fortune and luck. Oh, coming in. Yes. It opened the gateway, the portal of abundance to you. Look, fertility, new beginnings, harmony. Yes, it allowed you to balance your masculine and feminine energy within, which is this part of shadow work. It's deep, y'all. It's so fun though. Or, ooh, I am hugs. This is fabulous. Like, so, man, fabulous. Think about some of the stuff that you've had to sojourn through since you've embarked on your spiritual journeys, right? Since you had your first awakenings, right? Now that you're about to have this, some of you've already experienced this Kundalini awakening. It's intense, but it's more like a power boost. It's not the same as when the first one happened, when the divine feminine energy within awoken. That was a very, very different sort of surge. But I know you feel it. I know you feel it. I know you feel it. Woo! Right. When you did this, when you said, I'm just going to close this down, I'm going to go on a spiritual journey, I'm going to do this work, and you stood firm in it, and allowed yourself to rest and reconsider, you know what I mean? To just kind of close out cycles, patterns, all of that. Helped you to shift your focus, change your focus. Right. Put the energy, again, it's focus. It really is. Love abounds, but that's the internal. That's that heart chakra energy. Look. You raised your standards. You harnessed your energy. Allowed you to face your darkest fears. For some of you, your darkest fears was about simply just being single, being independent, not having someone there. But you always have someone there, the divine. That was the purpose. Our Father is a jealous, what? Come on now. You already know. So if your man, my woman, oh no, you're going to have problems in paradise. Okay? Crown chakra, base chakra. Where's your focus? Where's your attention? Where's your energy? Now that everything is where it should be, now you're being allowed. Because it wasn't a lack of want. It was admission, submission, obedience. And that's wonderful. And now look. Now the divine is structuring your union. You've been so dedicated to the divine. They've been in the background painting the most perfect portrait of you and your person. That's beautiful. Look, confront. See, that's that shadow work, the wounded inner child. All of those facets and phases of life that left you scarred and or wounded. Things that you were carrying with you, repetitive cycles, when you really just had to stand firm and recognize the patterns in your life. Again, allowing for an opportunity for you to close out what no longer served you. Doors, portals, gates, all of it. Look, 999. There's another one, 9. In this beautiful year of 9. Come on now. Come on now. Again, the recognition of the spiritual support that you really do have. You're never alone. Ever. The solitude afforded you that inner standing, beyond faith, a deep intrinsic knowing. Look, feeling alone, right? I told you, I already knew. I could feel it. But you did it. You did it. Now look, opportunity beckons. Look at that. And you so into this, woo, they like, baby, turn around. But it gives me very Uranian energy, unexpected, climactic, beneficial changes. Wow. Which you thought would be a challenging time to face yourself, to be with yourself, to get to know yourself, to love yourself, turned out to be a wish fulfillment. Look at that. Dreams coming true, seeking energy. Look at you. Look at you. Now look. Now you can tell about your healing journey, how you broke free from the shackles of the programming with throat chakra. Now you are living a heart-centric life. You are going with the flow because now you know how to listen. Now you ain't out here just rah, rah, rah. Now you picking and choosing. You like, nah, you know which self to listen to. Look at all those giant heads. New vitality. Love simply. You found your cosmic balance. And look, I told you it's coming together. Clarity of belief. Because look, you got control of your life. You walked with God. Went with the ebbs and flows. You went with the challenges, so to speak. And now look at you. Now look at ya. Look at that. I'm so excited. You can feel it too. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. The more you detached and got closer to God, the better life got. Holy, holy, holy. I'm digging it. I'm so glad I picked these up this morning. Yes, yes, indeedy. I got enough to feed the needy. But yeah, but that was the divine. They wanted you to come to them with that. Hold on. Hold on. I don't mind merging them, but I don't want to just yet. Woo, it's doing too much, son. Right? Is it? Oh. Y'all. Glorious energy. Alright, some of these is going to be spun around. Alright. Okay. We can deal with it when we get there. Still feel like I got one in here that don't belong. What other messages do you have for collective? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Open up. Okay. Let's see where that goes. Trust. Oh, okay. You are on a new timeline, okay? That serves your highest and greatest good. So it really would behoove you to open up and trust. But we're still going to see where this goes, okay? See, dedicated effort. Again, this is that energy of divine orchestration. Part of the process of knowing that you are truly healed is allowing yourself to release the need to control, right? And allowing someone else, aka the divine, to take the lead. Again, proof. What? Proof, right? That you are free. That you are who you are. I'm getting this very authentic energy. And it's like they want you to have this energy of win or lose, just breathe, be yourself, be free. If you a boss, be a boss. There may be an opportunity for you to be in a leadership role where you're going to be able to help people break free of their shackles, of their bondage, in whatever way, shape, or form that may be. Yeah. People are looking with seek energy for someone to help them, guide them through the challenging times that we are all experiencing as a collective on planet Earth. We're going through massive changes, but that should have not been like, again, we're in the year of the snake and then not the year of nine. So that is a lot of closing out. That is a lot of shedding of old skin. Think about that. Nothing should be unexpected at this point. It's a reason why this little guy is staring at y'all every reading. It's uncomfortable. Have you ever watched a snake shed its skin? It's got to find an abrasive surface to irritate, to release. And so things get uncomfortable. Allow, open, breathe, trust that these wounds that feel like they hurt, sometimes you got to open an infection to debride it, right? To make sure it doesn't spread. That's okay. That scar is a memento. It's you won't do that again, or maybe you will. Whatever it is, you won't forget it. But when you come out on the other side, you're shiny and new. Your growth. Think about it. The snake is not shedding its skin just for the fuck of it. No, it is doing it to grow, to expand. It is the literal out with the old and making room for the new. Beautiful opportunity beckoning. Helping others to find balance, the order out of the chaos, and not the way that, them people don't mean it. Look, rebuild, heart. See? Time to spread your wings and fly away. Yes, people are seeking the truth. Look, for those that have a true soul connection, it's like a fundamental thing. Again, there's that leadership role, and I feel like no matter what you do right now, the roads is going to lead to the same place. It's coming towards you. I know you may not see it right now. You like, no. They like, no, we going to shake you. Just trust. Joy and stability is coming out of all of this. For those who do feel sad, for those who feel disconnected, for people who need to reach out and like that community. Look, giving and receiving, coming together. Aw. So if you've been like waiting for your tag, the universe is tagging you in. Tag. And you cannot say not it. Okay? You can't say not it. Not this time. New vitality. And I feel like this is recognition you do deserve, because you truly have this energy of alchemy, this transmutation of like shit to shinola, but like really is better than that. I just couldn't think of another adage real quick. Look how you've mastered this realm. where they were trying to cage that energy of love, that there's enough for all, the energy of coming together opposed to apart. We're not unraveling at our foundation. No, we are weaving this fabric even tighter. Sacral chakra, look, awaiting results. They really tried to change the focus with distraction and things of that nature, but that's not where we're at. People are not blind to the bullshit. Third eye chakra. Look, believe and succeed, and that's where we are. Didn't I say spread your wings and there's blossom? See? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Even helping somebody to learn how to pick and choose their battles. I mean, come on. We be out here saving lives with some common sense. You know you done did that before. Come on. Come on. Look, as I cut back to choosing your battle. Look, listen. Teaching people how to detach, to question people's motives and intention and why they saying what they saying. Things like that. That energy, that, man, share, that's love. That wisdom, that's love. That is mending hearts. Teaching people how to move different, how to nurture themselves, not being afraid to shine. Moving with the flow of life. Man, it's live. I love this. I do. But this energy of finding balance, that's huge. Helping people to find their position. Listen, we all a cog or a sprocket in a greater machine. There's no minute role. Even the, like, what we call NPCs, they're still in the fucking game. They were still at it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no happenstance with it. But boy, life is, let me upgrade. Look, embrace. People want to know, how the fuck do you maintain such control through challenging times? Like, they want to know. But the divine, like, listen, how did you rebuild? Exactly. And I feel like this is paid. Paid. Teaching people how to heal. Right. Because healing heals the healer. Yeah, say that a bunch of times real fast. Moving beyond the darkest fears. To actually dive deep. To be curious about it. Whew. I'm hearing, where is the love, the love, the love. Look, teach, healing begins and love abounds. Lead with love. That's the simple. It's simple. Yeah. Oh, the energy's spreading. It's spreading. I love it. It's more than just a success and a growth mindset to manifest. I'm serious. Like, somebody think it's that simple. I know you done read a bunch of books and right, but it's more than that. Because you can manifest on a selfish level, or you can manifest on a cosmic level. I choose cosmic because it's bigger than me. What does it matter if you have everything and everyone around you literally has nothing? You really feel good in the ivory tower situation? I don't think so. Not when there's more than enough to go around, baby. The spirit of greed needs to be stomped out, exterminated, confronted at every fucking opportunity. And that's not me saying you shouldn't have a good life. You shouldn't have what it is you want and need. But it's different than what I like. Greed is greed. Greed is diabolical. Greed is causing famine. and genetically modifying shit and then lying to people saying it's for their best interest. Putting, oh, my nose is itching. Modify organisms in your product. What? Come on. That's greed. Anyway, I know. Some of y'all don't. I can't help who you work for, your choices. Conviction is. Yeah, release that, baby. Shed the old. All right. To be a Scorpio, look, clarity of belief. Look. See? If you believe, you can succeed. But you got to be willing to let go of the old you. Look at that. Let your light shine. Some people don't know an identity any other. And like, it's so funny. This random video came across my whatever. And the girl's clearly like into goth, right? And no, listen, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. But she was using raspberries as dye. Like, she had made a lip balm. Like, I was like, oh, that's dope. Might have to try that one myself. Anyway, you can learn from anybody if you're open to it, right? And so she took a shirt that she had and she was going to use the raspberries that she had wild harvested. Like, when I say hearts, love this child. And she dyed it. But she was like, if it comes out pink, it'll be the only pink shirt that I own. And that's what this is reminding me of. Like, the little glimmers of purples and pinks and blues. It's like, but clearly goth. Like, clearly into the darker side of life. But that pink wants to come out. Like, that ooey gooey soft and like, it wants to come out. Like, only you hold yourself to the identity you like. That's you. You claim that shit. You can be whatever you want to be. Clarity of belief. And I mean that spiritually speaking. Okay? Listen to that inner voice. If you want to broaden your horizons, and just do that. It's all part of you healing yourself with 22 master number. 22, that is a master healer number. Look. Let them see. You're a leader. Observe. They're watching anyway. They're going to learn from you anyway. 222. Find your balance. The choice is yours. Now, these are general collectives. You can donate if you want a personal. Or you can listen. And parts may resonate. It may not. But thank you for tuning in. Yeah. They're going to watch anyway. This is all part of your process of being your multifaceted self. Listen to your soul's urge with solar plexus here. You don't owe anybody anything. Look, confront. This is you. Somebody's like, have I let my shadow get too big? Because I feel like, I'm going to say this, the voices in their head, meaning of like the spiritual nature, it's getting to them. This person is like, they're about to like shift into a brand new direction led by the Holy Spirit is what I'm getting. With trust and open up, believe and succeed, yes. I mean, I don't feel as though you're doing this for a reward, but I feel like you will get some form of recognition for it. It's time to elevate yourself from whatever it is that's been surrounding you or you've been allowing to surround you. Yeah. There is an energy of you refusing to see. Maybe like beyond just moving in a different direction, right? It's time for you to move towards your dreams and to make a concrete decision about it. Some of you, this is just a straight up warning. It's time to move. You've been getting downloads and da-da-da-da. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Whatever that means to you. Okay? Change your focus. You can rebuild anywhere is what I'm saying. But moving on, challenging times. Because like if you stay where you are, you could very much face some unexpected challenges, especially for those of you who've been getting nudges to relocate, and I mean real hard nudges. Yeah, they want you to just breathe and like go in whatever direction you're being guided. It's fine. It really is flow, success, and growth, but you gotta listen. I know, move or your darkest fears. Like I said, you already know something. Listen. All right. I got a feeling. All right. So, no, I don't take those in the block position, but I just want to confirm something. I do feel like somebody wants to like stagnate your healing. Yeah. The base chakra is connected to the adrenal gland, the element of earth, the sound lam, and the color red. Okay. The keywords are I have. Someone wants you to like not believe you have healed. Right. That you don't have loving and supportive relationships. Interesting. Oh. Forgive, offer, receive, serenity, hope, inspiration. Exactly. Like somebody really wants you to feel like you were solo dolo, that if you ask for help, it won't be there. Da 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 da. All right, let's find out who this scoundrel is. We was flowing on some high vibe and energy, and then there's that bullshit right there. Like that bullshit right there. Right there, right there. Um, hold on. Ba-da. This is a January Aquarius, I'll tell you that. Confirmation. I've seen better days. This person works with your mother or your wife if you're married. Eight of Pentacles, Empress. They work with your wife or your mother. And they expecting something, waiting on something. Hierophant in the death energy. They're waiting on your business to crumble, your foundations to crumble, your self-worth, your feelings, your values, your ability to earn money, your security. Now, all that's just going to sit right there with them. That's going to sit right there with them. It ain't going nowhere. Nope. Whoever sent it, it stays with you. Mail undeliverable, bitch. Mail undeliverable. You gonna sit with that. Yeah. See, no, that right there. You come over here looking for them fucking results if you want to. Bada boom, bada bang, it sits with you. Okay? I could care less. Sit right there with you. Undeliverable. Fuck you doing? You and that man. I speak on behalf of everybody. Like, no. That's undeserved. You greet, man. You better go ahead before I read you the fucking riot act. Man. Anyway, yeah, run tell that. It ain't go nowhere. Ooh, trifling. Now, you bonded to that. Don't be asking for mercy. Tolerant, empathetic. No, right is right, wrong is wrong, and it is what it is. like I said, right is right, wrong is wrong, and it is what it is. Yeah, power and authority to say what I say, and I mean what I mean. Do you understand? Y'all can wait till the motherfucking cows come home. I'm going to see it all day, every day. All day, every day. Yeah. Like I said, undeliverable. Sit over there with that. Rejected. That's you. Whatever you was manifesting, that's you. And I fell off a fucking cliff somewhere. There you go. Right there. There you go. Right there. You don't have the authority. You really don't. You really don't. Apology not accepted. Forgiveness is already granted. Apology not accepted. You're going to deal with the karma for that. Period, point blank. There is no getting around that. Watch your thoughts, let alone your actions. Watch your thoughts. Because I be knowing, baby. I can hear you. I get tired of people coming for the sweethearts. The Queen of Cups. It's been a minute. I first encountered that energy. I ain't really like it. She felt a little obsessive. But now I get it. It's self-love. Like, once you be like, man, leave her alone. Leave her alone. I know why you mad. No, I can hear you. Y'all think it's not a joke. Make better choices. Fix your heart space. Fix it. All right, what else you want me to tell me about this person real quick? Because that, weirdo. King of Wands, masculine energy. All right. January, Aquarius. Could the 17th is an Aquarian energy. It's Piscean. Could be a cusp, but I'm not getting that. Oh, no. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. Oh, okay. 28th. Thank you. So, January 28th is their birthday. Thank you. They really, like, they stood up to challenge you. They did. This person came as a Knight of Cups. But I don't feel like you trusted the energy, because it's the Knight of Cups. It's kind of like you felt this King of Wands energy behind it. Right. Ten of Swords. This is that energy of them wanting you. It's the belief. It's the mind. They want you to talk negatively to yourself. To believe the dark thoughts. Someone wanted you to feel so low down. That you were 86. And that's not what you did. They wanted you to follow your heart all the way to the Ten of Swords. And no matter how bad it gets with the dead inside but caffeinated, still I rise. Still I rise. Still I rise. Because life is a gift. Yeah. Look at this. Knight of Wands. Ace of Swords. Look at this. Energy don't lie. Energy don't lie. Woo. They really, and this person is known for this, by the way. I mean, known for this. Woo. Let's see who else they was collaborating with. All right. Ooh. Their lover or another Gemini. Or a couple. This person could have been partnered with a couple. So if you're not with your baby mama no more, or something like that, or your baby father, something like that, all right. Now, if your mama is not with your daddy, or look, if you got two karmic parents, it is what it is. But I'm not really getting that. Whoever they share their bed with is really what I'm getting. Look, Three of Cups. This is family. Or some dark occultic family with the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups showing up. Capricorn and Cancerian energy. It's definitely three of them. And like, there's the energy of influence. These people could be master number 33s, or they could be connection to organizations that like to use the number 33. It's like, let me stop playing. Let me not be a brat, because that was funny. Actually, let me be a brat. Yeah. Right. Right. So the goal was to send somebody in. Right. To slow you down, to block you, to bind you, to put you in an energy of scarcity. You know, this person was supposed to weaken your defenses with fragility. Yeah. Control. This person was a what you call a handler. They sent some sort of handler like Knight of Cups, guys as a King of Wands, but that's the energy, right? It's something they want to be recognized. It, like, God, it might as well have been in reverse this way this feels. Anyway, right? Because you over here, you look like a lick. You single, but you sitting in this King of Pentacles energy, male or female, don't matter. Don't matter. Must be the money turning on. Right. You smell like money. You look like money. Look. And they was working overtime with this practitioner, and you just kept blocking that shit, deflecting that shit. And really not even like you gave it attention. You just stood your ground on whatever it is that you believe. Energy don't lie. And if it was something weird about their energy, you was like, I'm out. You wasn't about to be deceived. You wasn't about to fall for some fucking opportunistic tomfoolery. Somebody wanted you to perceive them. Look at how all these fucking kings. The King of Cups is right here. Look, this the must be the money. Look, King of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. But you see 10 Pentacles plus 4. That's 14 Pentacles right there. Look. See? Because that's the divine feminine in training right now in Pentacles. Oh, okay. You know, Empress in training. Look, Justice right there. Mm-hmm. Look, the best thing you could have did was reject this offer. Look, I told you. Look. These people were sent towards you, divine feminine. This from this organization that's highly recognizable. Because you was out there looking like a lick, but they didn't realize you was just bait. They was like, they thought they was about to get you to dance with the devil under the full moon light, and you was like, bitch, I am the light. It only reflects, it only shines because of my luminosity. So take your fucking moon magic and eat it. Who you sacrificing? Change your perspective, baby. That's like, for real. Y'all be forgetting about what stars are, huh? And their little satellites that they call moons. I know why you mad. Jelly belly. I know why you mad. Yo, they play too much with the references. Oh my gosh. Anyway. I know I put the Gemini card back. Cool. I really didn't mean to. They was just asking for it. You poor unfortunate soul. Go ahead. Oh, they was pocket watching, but I was getting like natal chart watching. Yeah. Look, I'm not even joking. Pocket watching, but natal chart watching. I'm not joking. That's why I said somebody that's your mama, your baby mamas or your baby father, something like that. Somebody that absolutely has your information. But look, somebody really, they should have known that they were so fucking smart, right? That you couldn't be sacrificed. That you stronger. Oh. See, people be so smart, they simple. Yeah, that energy. When I tell you it didn't get off the ground, Ada Wands Tower. Mm, I'm surprised these people got power in their house right now. That's how drained they look. Mm, mm, mm. Energy don't lie. Look, they stuck. They stuck. Yeah, baby, look. They stuck. And it really was coming at your foundations. It's not getting away from this. Like, with it, and this is family. That's why that Cancerian energy, fourth house energy, mother wounding, father wounding, like they wanted to hit you everywhere. But you was built for the surprise. Ace of Cups moon. Did not, man, I better stop playing. Y'all know about the folklore about the time before the moon? Ha ha! Yo, they play too much. They play too much. I feel like y'all too bold. I feel like you too bold. I feel like you too bold, right? I really do. I really, really do. I don't even want to say that. Y'all play too much. But there is an energy of I know my shit. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. No, I'm sorry. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords, right? Right, because y'all was so scared of the dark. Y'all was so scared of the dark. I'm not joking, yo. They playing. Look, so they gave him a little spark, a little spark of light to ease your fright of the night. Fuck out of here. And there's the fucking moon right there. Like, how you think you gonna play? What? What? Y'all playing with shit so old you should be shaking in your motherfucking boots, baby. Ah, it's so funny. It's so funny. Oh my God, this download is wild. Ah, oh my God, yo. Oh, it's wild. It's wild. Yeah. Whole group bound to the darkness, bound to Satan, got tricked. See ya. There's the sun. Your dark works will always be exposed. Your inequities will always be exposed and blocked and stopped and rejected. It's wild. It's so wild. Like I'm getting so many different mythos coming through. Like the downloads is wild. This is the energy of all like the dark mothers and the light. Like it's that energy. Nyx, the goddess of the sky. Like they're giving me all of these different references and man, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. You poking bears that you didn't even know really existed. You thought it was just some shit that they told each other at night to put their kids to bed. It's not. It's not. Oh my God. Y'all better look. Like you better really go seek. That's why we be like, yo, you need to go travel. You gotta go travel. You gotta go see some shit. You gotta go do some shit. Like really. Because if you don't, you're gonna be ignorant and you're gonna be playing with stuff and you're gonna get tricked. Stop playing with the moon. So anyway, this didn't work. That's what they wanted. And whoever these people are, when I tell you they want your attention, they can't stand it. And so they're going to do something to get your attention. They being sneaky, but they not being sneaky whatsoever. They finna get caught because the justice system is waiting on that ass. And I mean that both in heaven and on earth. They are waiting on that ass. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because whoever I'm talking to, this star seed is very well guarded. Yeah, they work together. Look, they said the man emperor likes working with this star seed. Hold on. Hold on. Did I put it out? No, hold on. Just had the star card. Right. They can't afford to have the star seed worried. They want them to keep putting out them visions and shit. They prepared, baby. Death to the tower, ace of swords. To the eight of swords. So I don't know what you planning on. I don't know what you're working on so diligently. But man, jail of hell is what like you bound for. You might want to be careful because they really I got friends in high places. Two of swords, strength, page swords. There's temperance. Like it's hot, man. Look, judgment. All right, that's your warning. Go ahead. The what is it? Unholy hell is already being unloosed. Are you crazy? Are you still playing? Are you still playing? Yeah, I guess you are. I just saw the five of swords to the fool. All right, go ahead. They waiting on you. They waiting on you. I'm just telling you now. They literally are waiting on you. The moment you like, do that. Somebody like, hey, you need to cut. Man, they got your ass boxed in already. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Everywhere you go. Oh, look, they're not, look. There's the devil. Six of Pentacles. Look at this. When they lick back, it don't matter. You gotta pay your penance or whatever you owe. You know what you squandered, what you wagered. You know you're not strong enough. So again, what you want? You want jail or you want hell? Huh? I feel like you should be working on your fundamentals and your healing. Because the idea that you could disconnect anybody from anything, that's something. Listen, whoever this Empress energy is, who hurt and they feels, who bitter, the one who brought you into this realm, that's the one who need to do the work. That's the one that got the biggest ties to this organization. That's the one they really watching too. So if you got a karmic ass mama, they really watching that one. Because they already know that they've been out in them spiritual streets, running hither and thither, coming up against a light worker. So, you know, they've been protecting you from this chick's answers and also watching you deflect and defend yourself. They're quite curious about the whole circumstance. You're quite popular in the obscure community. Yeah, you got some people watching over you. But they definitely got their eyes on you. Yeah. Okay. I gotta wrap this up, y'all. I love y'all. I do, but I got stuff to do. Especially if you're a Queen of Cups High Priestess. My God. They really like you. They really love you. You so sweet. You be out here like bippity boppity boop. They're like, where is she going to, you know, point her little finger at today? Right. New vitality, heart chakra. Yes, because what you do is needed, is necessary, it is felt, it is required. They're like, no, we need more of them. And look, you ain't got to worry about fighting battles. They got them for you. Like, they're like, you go over there and play your little pan flute and spread these fairy wings and gumdrops and rainbows. Do that. We got this. Yeah, look, because what you're manifesting is huge, baby. It's huge. And so they don't even want you to really be aware of these people behind you. For real, for real. They know that you know, but they don't really want you to worry about it because they got it. Yeah, they just want you to spread your wings. Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Continue to share the love. You don't have nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. Not that you did. Not that you did. Right. See, this is like, I know that you know that I know that you know. Right. Because your inner vision, third eye chakra, new vitality is so potent. Like you literally are manifesting new realities. You're shifting the timelines that are beneficial to everybody. Okay. Yeah, look. What was a reward? New vitality. Reach out and touch faith. I feel like that's also what you're doing with reach out and share the love and move, rebuild. Like, oh my God, the work is so incredible. Like, you're a living, breathing muse. Like, oh my gosh, everywhere you go, bro. Look, moving on, move, share the love, joy, stability. Like, look at this. No, your daydreams are fucking important, bitch. Or bro. No disrespect. Love you. Mwah. It just they are. Sacral chakra, giving and receiving. Like, you stabilize environments through challenging times. But they can't afford that. They cannot afford that. You got to just be in the flow, baby. Yes. Yes. They got it. They got it. They got it. That's all I got. They got it. All right, guys. I hope this helped you. Love you, love you, love you. We'll do this again really soon. Keep listening to your inner guidance. Do some chakra alignment work if you feel guided to. Again, Kundalini awakenings are happening. And so you're feeling much more masculine in your energy and authority. Just remember that. This awakening is very different than that of the divine feminine essence arising within you. This is it's very masculine. I said what I said. I meant what I meant. Like you go on your presence. Like it's huge. Like you big in these spiritual streets, okay? So just remember that, okay? You ain't gotta even say nothing. Move with grace. Bye.